No, you know what? You're right. You're right. I think my focus should honestly be on taking over the world right now.
No. That's my
Taking
thing.
over the world. No,
That's-
one mission. One
Yeah,
mission.
one mission for me. Like, get your own thing,
I'm
bro.
still no. It's one mission. Okay,
Get your
no,
own thing,
no. One mission. Okay, no. One mission is our thing. Okay.
No. I know. The taking over the world is my thing.
Shimmer,
Yeah.
Omar, Labib. That's one mission.
One mission.
We're the only ones who
get
can use that phrase.
I
We're the
know.
only ones who
I'm
can
not
use that
talking
phrase.
about that. I'm saying taking over the world is my thing. You gotta get your own
Okay, yeah,
thing.
taking over the world is
Take
your
over
thing.
Ohio, bro. I don't
Take
claim
over
Ohio.
Ohio.
When I take over the world,
It's like
Just leave Ohio.
I'm gonna cut around Ohio.
Yeah, focus on myself, and then I guess once you start looking for a potential, partner, that's when.
Bro, that shouldn't even be in your head, bro.
Good point.
Women should not even be in your head, bro.
That was the beginning. That was the intro. All right.
Are you in frame?
Am I?
Yeah.
Can you see?
I can see it. Yeah, you're in frame.
Okay, cool.
All right, Shimmer, Wally.
All right,
Take
you
us
guys ready?
away. Yep.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome. We're in a hotel room at 1:40 a.m. in Los Angeles with Mr.
Hassan.
and Mr.
Hi.
Mr. Hi. Now we got Ahad here.
What's good?
Yeah, this is my last night, last day. This is Hassan's last full day,
Last full day.
and he's Mr. Los Angeles. So
I live here.
yeah, we're here chatting it up late night, the vibes. But yeah, why are we here?
We were here to cook,
We're here to cook.
and I think the cooking happened.
The cooking happened.
I don't know. I mean, I want to make sure that you guys had a good trip.
So I think what was it, like a month or two ago?
Yeah, it was like a month ago.
Like
Literally a month ago.
this dude right here, he's like, "Yo, pull up to LA," and Hassan and I are like, "Yeah, like for what? Like what should we do?" Like, and he's just like, "No, pull up, bro. Like, what do you have?" He's like, "What are you doing?" And we're like, "Nothing, but like, yo, what are we gonna
No, it's
do?"
just like, I mean, like the thing is, why not?
I mean, I wanted to return. I wanted to come to LA, but I didn't think this trip was gonna happen, and it did.
And B, like, I didn't know what we were gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, "Yo, pull up."
Okay, well, in my defense and Hassan's defense, me and him did try to lock you down numerous times to try to plan out content. You were just like hanging out with Shamsi and Zayn. And Yago.
Yago.
What you doing, Yago?
No,
But we secured it.
I'm not gonna lie though.
No, I think regardless of our piss poor planning, it was a good
I'm not gonna
good
lie.
week.
I'm not gonna lie. The day before my flight, I was extremely anxious
Why?
Why?
because I was like, dude, I'm going to LA. I have 5 days. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what we're doing. I don't know what content we're gonna make. I don't know where we're gonna go. We have no plan whatsoever.
Wait, that's not true. I no, but that's the
No, we had a bit of a plan, but I was like,
like I told you what I was gonna do for you. I told you that I'd have that locked in.
no. I knew what we were like. You gave me a rough outline, but I was like, is this rough outline gonna be is that gonna span 5 days? Because 5 days is a lot technically for a trip, right?
Yeah.
True.
I was like, what I'm hearing is like a 2-day trip type
Yeah.
thing. I was like, 5 days being like.
Well, I think I covered 3 days for us, right?
You covered all of it.
You covered all of it. Bro.
You covered all of it.
No, like 3 days. I'm in terms of like the big things that we did.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Other than that, you guys got the other two
Let's see,
covered.
Monday we landed. Monday we landed.
Yeah,
Tuesday 100 Thieves.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. So let's break it down. We came here on Monday.
I landed Monday. We went to Nubia. I went to Nubia with Ahad.
Yeah.
First things
So I
first.
was stuck in the Las Vegas airport the whole day.
Dude, you could have driven. Like that's one thing that was like kind of crazy. Is like you could have driven to us like straight to Nubia from Vegas, and you would have made it before your flight even left Las Vegas airport.
Yeah.
It's from Vegas to LA is like 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah. So I could have done that, but I was stuck on the plane. So Hassan got here earlier, and they
Yeah.
went straight to
Straight to
Nubia.
Nubia.
I didn't know what Nubia was, but he's been raving about it. He's like, "Yo, come here. I'll take you to Nubia. I'll take you here. I'll take you here." And like, I don't like personally. I didn't know like if we were gonna able to get into like all these places, right?
So you doubted me.
I didn't doubt you. I just have many experiences with other people. So
Yeah.
that was just my
you
expectation.
not like other guys.
You thought Ahad was a waffler. That's what I'm.
You thought I was
hearing.
Calvin, kinda.
But he pulled like us way like more than we thought. Like he took us everywhere, and surpassed all our expectations. I don't know if he's. What were your expectations?
My expectations were, I'm not gonna lie, a few days before the trip, he told us like, oh, I'm not sure if 100 Thieves is gonna happen. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, but that's because like, they just had a really massive layoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, a lot of people that I know there were let go. And yeah, like they're my friends and everything, but like I was also kind of like, I don't know if it's a good time to ask for a favor
Yeah, yeah.
because it's probably super tense. But then I was like, I don't care.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't give a fuck if Brennan's tense or not, bro. Just fucking bring us in. So he
Yeah.
did. He
So yeah. So
literally just called him and he's like, yeah, I'm done.
the next Tuesday, the day after, we went to 100 Thieves,
100 Thieves.
which is a gaming organization.
Yeah.
And they had their compound in LA.
Super cool.
Super dope.
A lot of behind the scenes stuff that we saw.
Yeah. It was really cool.
We probably, I don't know. I was going through the high ground stuff. I was looking at the keyboards they had. I was like, yo, I'm gonna take this keyboard. I'm gonna literally just jack this keyboard.
Aramse.
So basically, 100 Thieves. I was excited for this because
Yeah.
I've seen this compound on like YouTube, like
Yeah.
a bunch. Like I saw Nate Shot tour it and stuff like that, and I was like seeing it in person. I'm like, yo, what the heck? This is real. And then like being able to go inside. Tour guide was like super chill. He showed us around.
Yeah.
It was really nice, and I was like, I can't believe this is like a real spot.
It was free juvie, free merch.
Free Juvie, which is their energy drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was sick.
Shout out Ryan for the merch.
Shout out. We got free merch.
Dude literally just pulled it. He's like, yo, are these your boys? I'm like, yeah, I just brought them. He's
Yeah.
like, all right, bet, one sec. Dude pulls a little bag full of free merch, bro. He's like, y'all can take whatever you want from here. Yo, y'all cleared it, bro. You two and Amon cleared the entire bag.
Because nobody's taking it. I was like, okay, I'll fucking take this.
You mean nobody? It was only 3 of you.
Yeah, you were like, they were shying away. I was like, I'll take it. I took like 3 pieces of merch.
It was.
Like, if they're offering it, take it.
Yeah, he was happy you guys took it.
Yeah. How many times have you been there?
I've been quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Like how many times you say?
Honestly, I can't count, bro. Like I've been there for like pop-ups. I've been there for events. I've been there for like private events. I've been there just bulling around.
Also, shout out Sam, Juvie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
CEO,
dude.
right?
Here,
CEO?
yeah.
Or is he
Sam
owner?
from Juvie, bro. That was actually my first time meeting him.
Okay.
So
He was very energetic guy, very down to earth guy,
Very passionate guy.
passionate and very genuine guy.
Yeah.
Super cool guy. I had fun talking to him.
Yeah,
he was very. You could tell that he was very enthusiastic and passionate about the product.
Yeah.
That's what makes me want to support. Like seeing two of them. So you guys actually. This other guy was still working when you guys were wrapping up and leaving, but Sam and Adrian, they like just talking to them and interacting with them and hearing like their vision and their passion behind this whole thing makes me like it's the reason why I want to support Juvie as much as I do, because like dude, it's kind of like we can go and support like Ghost, like you know what I mean, like that's like the new G Fuel, like their biggest whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or go support G Fuel because like they've been around forever, or whatever. Support Red Bull worldwide.
Yeah.
But it's like, why do that when they're not doing anything exciting? These people are doing something exciting, creating like creating something exciting and basically form like you know what I mean, like something that's at like the forefront of our like
you too,
gamer culture. Yeah, new too, bro. Like it's fantastic.
And the product is great too.
Oh, it's great.
Not like it was bad. I was like, it's zero sugar, and I was like, yo, this.
Dude, their new Blue Raz flavor. Whoo!
Yeah, it was really good.
Bro,
So
he poured us out. He poured us some Blue Raz out of the limited edition cans.
yeah.
Dude, I literally tried to stop him too. I was like, wait, you want to open that? I felt so bad. I was like,
He's like, we only have 400 of these. I was like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah, yo, chill.
don't give us the limited edition one.
nah, he definitely has a little bit more than 400. But I felt bad, but it was cool.
It was nice, yeah.
It was really good flavor.
I think it was also like our first time, like not everybody, but like a lot of people in that building, they're like, yo, you're just like dapping everybody, like he knew everybody. I'm like, what the heck? I thought you only knew their tour guide. But
no, like there's just I don't know.
He just knows people. But I think the funniest thing was that like we just met you at TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Which was like a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, what is that, like 3 months ago?
It was 4 months ago now.
4 months ago.
Yeah.
And then like why did you want us to pull up? Or like why were you so inviting for us to pull up?
You guys are just cool. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like I guess it's funny that you asked that question because like a lot of people, they kind of default me as, well, this guy is like has an ego, or like this guy's like
He
too
does.
clouded or whatever. You know what I mean? I hear a bunch of stuff, and it's just like I don't know why people act like that, or like why people think that, or like why that's like their initial opinion on me. Because like I just like making friends, bro. So like you guys were super cool. You know, we got along really well. I love the energy.
Right.
Here's a better
At
question.
TwitchCon.
Here's a better question for that. It's like,
What's up?
and maybe to boost me and Shimmer's ego a bit.
Mhm.
Out of everybody, because you met a lot of people at TwitchCon, right?
Uh-huh.
And who are not in LA.
Uh-huh.
It's like, what set us two apart? To you think?
You got, I mean, to boost your ego, like you guys were definitely not the coolest people I met at TwitchCon, bro. Like,
Fuck, dude.
it's definitely it's nothing like that. You guys are just good people. You guys are cool people, man.
I would say the
Like,
compound was great, right?
Yeah.
dude? Yeah, the compound
It's like
was
a backhand, like.
yeah, the compound was great.
no, I mean it's just like like you guys are. The thing is like I just like good people. Like there was nothing like super crazy. It was just like these are cool dudes. And then like as we talked more on Discord and like I learned more about you guys like through your content and stuff, I was like, these are cool people. And like they're literally doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. And you know what I mean, like it's kind of like that joke where it's like name 10 reasons why I shouldn't buy these shoes. It's like name 10 reasons why I shouldn't do whatever I did.
Yeah.
You couldn't name one.
Appreciate that.
Of course.
Backhanded comp. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You guys are not the coolest.
One thing that I'm not sure if if you've already seen it from Shimmer's vlogs, but that same night of the 100 Thieves compound, we went to the mall and something very interesting happened that day.
Yeah, you got a free rock.
No, huh?
You got a free
I
rock.
got a free rock.
Yeah.
I got a free rock and he had a mini harmonica
Session.
session from
Yeah.
Ahad.
Yeah.
Name 10 books.
Name 10 books.
Why
Name
that
10
happened?
books.
Dude, we're at H&M and are you gonna put like clips over here on top of this or no?
I mean, I can.
Okay, yeah, but like literally we're just at H&M shopping for one of Ahad's homies, who is now all of our homies, Ben.
I took Ben shopping. He's been asking me to take him drip shopping for a little bit, so
And
we did that.
we're just there, and then out of nowhere, the Game Awards kid pulls up with a trolley full of rocks and looks at me. I'm giving away free rocks. Do you want one? And I was like, sure, man, I'll take. Because I knew who he was, so I played along with the bit.
Yeah, and then I look up and I'm like,
Oh shit!
like for 2 seconds, I'm like, oh, it's Bill Clinton kid. He has his camera out, so I'm like, all right, let's like whatever's going on, let's cook.
Literally, I feel like same thing, bro. I saw his camera. I was like, time to cook, and I was like so happy that I had packed my harmonica in my bag that day.
Yeah.
Because like I don't always bring my harmonica around, but like I don't know why. But in the morning, I was just like, I should put this in my bag. So I went. Like I was sitting in my car, I was like, wait, I should bring this. So I went back inside my house, grabbed my harmonica, put it in my bag, and then left. And
That's crazy.
I was so happy.
Yeah,
that I did
because
that,
so
bro.
then he's like, I'm giving away rock. I have no idea what's going on, but we're all like in cook mode.
Yeah,
and then
everybody's in cook mode.
everyone's in cook
One
mode.
mission, bro.
So we're all playing along. Like whatever he's saying is like, what's this rock? Oh, I love this rock. And then he goes, Ahad goes, yo, are you streaming? He's like, no, I'm talking to my friend Mike. He's like, can you sing happy birthday to my friend Mike? And then Ahad comes with a better plan. And this comes out of nowhere. Like, I don't even know if you expected it, but he's like, yo, can I play my harmonica for you? And I was like, oh, yo, let's go. I had no idea you had your harmonica. So that's crazy that you brought it. And then he starts cooking on the harmonica.
On the harmonica.
And,
Dude, he could not contain you could tell that he if he stayed there for even another 5 seconds, he was gonna like break character.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm leaving.
all right, I'm leaving. So yeah, it was crazy. It was fun.
That was so sick.
And I was like, only in LA.
Only in LA.
And so that first day, for me at least, it showed like, well, seeing 100 Thieves, like
Yeah.
how corporate in a good way, like content and create like all this content can be.
their structure.
There's structure to it.
Yeah.
Because before, like me in Maryland, him in Ohio, we just are like creating, and like
Yeah.
usually by ourselves, but it's not. We don't see like corporate side or structure side of things. So it was like cool seeing that, and then like randomly just running into somebody that creates content.
Exactly.
And like that we've seen, go viral and stuff like that, just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I think what's also cool about that is like usually if that situation happened and it was like me with like some friends, right? They wouldn't know how to cook, right? But we all are
Yeah.
like in a creative mindset and content mindset. We're like, all right, let's cook, and I think
Yeah.
it worked so naturally.
Yeah.
Cook
And
mode.
that same night was the night we went to that one hookah spot with Kelvin, right?
Yeah,
was that night.
the
Yeah.
super the one that was getting raided
No,
by
yeah, but the
LAPD.
police- yeah,
Yeah.
that was
It
cool.
was like police
Yeah.
at this like hookah spot.
And then some random.
The owner was cool.
photographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope.
And then the next day, which was a really fun day, we cooked up a lot of content there. Was the NRG day.
NRG.
yeah, that was dope.
NRG was fucking dope, man.
What's NRG for people that don't know?
Oh, NRG is it's an esports organization owned by Andy Miller. I think they also have Shaquille O'Neal as a part owner of NRG as
snap.
well. Yeah, and they're really one of my favorite teams, honestly. Yeah.
I really enjoyed.
It-
we were gonna say?
I was gonna say like yeah he took us there and in my head like I don't know what esports organizations the inside at least looks like right?
Right.
So my head is like okay maybe it looks like 100 Thieves and when we go in it's very like a giant warehouse full
Yeah.
of props and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I look at this and I'm like oh my god this is amazing because like as a content creator you just look at like how can I use all this?
So I've been following Full Squad for a long time. I've been watching the content on TikTok because
Full Squad is part
Full
of
Squad
NRG.
is is part of NRG, and it's basically like TikTok page or whatever. And I've been following it for a long time. So when I heard we we're going to NRG, I knew what to expect
Yeah.
because they have so many different sets, and I wanted to see how it was all set up and what it all looked like in person. And I just felt like if we spent more time there or had more opportunities there, we could have cooked up a lot of great content. But what we did cook up there, it was good content.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things that happened there was they had Sapnap there. And I don't really watch Minecraft content, but I do know who Sapnap is. And Shimmer had no idea who the hell this guy was. Shimmer had no idea.
So this is like, dude,
Yeah.
he's like on the phone, and we're trying to make our content, right? But
I'm trying to do the tour.
we're trying to do the tour. Somebody else was making content, so we're waiting for them to finish their content, so then we
Yep.
can start recording.
They were doing a shoot at NRG.
Yeah. So we started recording, and then we see this white dude, and he's on the phone, and I'm like, who's this white dude, bro? Like,
Only Shimmer didn't know who it was. That's why I was like trying to tell you guys like, oh, keep it down, like let him finish.
Yeah,
first.
let him
Like,
finish.
I didn't realize that you didn't know who that was.
Yeah, so-
I was like, that one phone call is more important than anything we've ever done in our whole lives.
Yeah, so-
like that phone call is gonna be more important than like the day he gets married. Like it's the most important thing. Like I'm being dead ass too.
Yeah. So I didn't know this, so I was like, all right, like who's this guy or whatever. I'm like, can he like do the phone call somewhere
Yeah.
else? And then, but I was like, all right, whatever. We waited, and then we did our tour. And I think we did most of it.
And
And
then eventually me and Shimmer go out to go film something else ourselves.
Yeah.
And I was like, Shimmer, real quick, look up Sapnap on Twitter.
and I look, and it's like 3.3 million followers, like casually, and I'm like, what the heck? And he has like 5 million YouTube subscribers, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, maybe like you couldn't let that phone call. Like I was like, maybe I shouldn't have disturbed that phone call. No, but that's really funny, like how casual like
Yeah.
people are there with like that are
He's a
this
super
big.
chill dude too.
Yeah, he's super chill.
cool.
Like he wasn't doing anything wrong. It was just
Yeah.
like I was just like, damn. I'm like waiting to make content, obviously, right? So it's like
Yeah.
I was like, all right. But no, it was super cool. The sets were dope, and it was like a playground for like content creators. Like I
literally.
think that's how I look at it.
Super fun.
And they had like podcast rooms, and I like for me, I'm like, dude, this is like literally everything I would like.
Podcast
love to
room,
see.
streamer room, warehouse, editing rooms, production room.
I mean,
Yeah.
talk about like let's talk about the environments that you guys were in. Like, so when we were in 100 Thieves, Valorant was scrimming in the Valorant scrim room. Upstairs, their League of Legends professional team was scrimming. Their League of Legends semi-professional, like challenger team, was scrimming. Their JHB was working. Brandon was working. Like, you know what I mean? Like at NRG, the Valorant team was scrimming in the conference room upstairs because they changed it to a scrim room. Then you had Jake Lucky working in the full squad office. You had Grady working in the full squad like office area. You had Joel's, Ethos, Willius, Sapnap, everybody working on a shoot, right? And then you had like Mike from Full Squad working in the front. Then you had Ben who was working on production, and then you had Drew and Kevin were working on the shoot. But all that was happening while we were doing like our tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is.
Is that like that's fucking nuts?
Yeah,
right?
they
And, like,
literally walked in and Ben's like, just do whatever you want. I was like,
Yeah.
really? He's like, yeah, just do whatever you
I told you,
want.
and I told you that. Like when we
Yeah.
go down here, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, at Hunt Thieves, we're like a little careful, but when you get the energy, it's like, yeah, just do whatever you want. We don't
Dude,
care.
me like when you guys went inside to film like the McDonald's podcast
Yeah.
skit, like me and Sal now were playing ping pong and like we're
And
just
you lost,
talking.
bro.
I lost 15-6. Yeah. Well, like let me tell you something. I know how to play ping pong.
Yeah.
Right. I'm fairly good at it too. 'Cause I play a lot of ping pong. I was like dripped out that day. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I was not like cozy, comfy. It was just like comfortable, but I'm like dripping.
Yeah.
Right. This guy's wearing just a t-shirt and like joggers or like sweatpants.
Yeah.
And like I'm playing, regular. This guy's like boom. Like, dude, he's like shooting balls that are like almost hitting the scrim room window, bro. Like I was like, yo, what the fuck is happening, bro?
That's crazy.
But I mean, I'm not making excuses. Like, I
Yeah.
got smoked. I got smoked, right? I got smoked.
Yeah.
But I want revenge.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
No, and I liked how you described like, oh, this person's on production. That like people don't realize like, or at least for me too. It's like, yeah, whenever we make like content stuff like that, it's a production, right? But
Yeah.
like we don't think of it like as a serious production sometimes,
But you should, because
Maybe
like
because
even
we're-
these people, they're doing the same thing. They're making silly little TikToks, but it's a production. So you have
Yeah.
you have Drew like manning the timings and like hey, let me get a clap, and then that like lines up with the audio recordings. Then you have Kevin, who's like making sure like everything is going according to script or according to idea. Then you know what I mean? Like everybody is a moving part in this
Right.
content machine,
yeah.
and I kind of like. This is not I don't know. I forgot what that movie's called when it's like the dude's like split into different personalities or whatever. But it's not something like that. But like even like when I'm doing like my own production, right? It's like
Yeah.
you have me, the editor. You have me, the creative.
Yep.
You have me, the producer. You have me, the actor, right?
Yeah.
You have me, the comedian. You have me, the serious, like you know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying? Like me, the podcaster. And it's like you are your own moving pieces in your content machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that was like what's cool. It's like people don't realize that.
They don't. Yeah.
And like even as us as creators, it's like, okay, cool, that's like legit. It's a legit what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like solidifies what we're doing as well.
Exactly, and it gives you a new perspective too. You know what I mean? Because like when you're just cooped up cooking your own thing, like you don't really realize, right? Like
Yeah.
you're doing a lot more. That's why I feel like creators need to give themselves more credit. Even people like even people that don't take it like super serious. Like even when you're creating something, you have to give yourself a lot more credit because you're doing a lot more than realize.
Yeah.
100%.
And then the next day was
Thursday.
Thursday.
FaZe Clan. That was the FaZe Clan.
FaZe
day.
Clan that we were not 100% sure that we were going to get into.
Shout out Omar. Shout out Stella.
Shout out Omar, shout out Stella.
Yeah.
How'd that come to be?
So I have a friend. We have a friend who works in FaZe.
Yep.
And he was actually not at FaZe. So he hit up a friend of his to get us into the FaZe Clan office, which seemed very sketch because we're like, okay, this is kind of weird. Like, are they going to be okay with it? Are they going to be chill with it? But she was very, very chill, very, very relaxed. And we got in, and FaZe was super cool.
Yeah.
It was like if you took 100 Thieves and Energy and mixed it together, you had the FaZe headquarters.
Yeah.
A mix
Yeah.
of like content sets everywhere and a mix of offices everywhere. It was really, really super, super dope.
See, that's
I
the thing
enjoyed
is
it.
like it wasn't even content sets. Like their office is just that dope.
Yeah.
Like the Nest is literally where they take me. Like they had the business, like the screen, the office screen in there.
Yeah.
And they had a MacBook up there. Like they literally work up there, take meetings up there, or chill up there, right? Same thing with the huge ass screen area where they were playing Smash. Like they chill there and play Smash, right? Or they take meetings there, or like those guys were modeling some of the stuff we can't talk about, right?
Yeah.
Like the whole office is so multi-use. It was fantastic. I loved it. This is my first time going to this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like very impressed with everything that they did, and
Yeah.
and like it was like the perfect mix of like professional and fun and just chill. Like
Yeah.
the vibes were great,
Yeah, the vibes were
So,
great.
yeah, and like some of the FaZe members were walking around.
just chilling.
And
Adapt
chilling.
was running around with that dog.
Yeah, the dog came up to my leg. I was like, yo.
Yeah, the dog came to the kitchen and was like just
Yeah.
chilling with us, and then
Yeah,
just
yeah.
walked back. I was like, damn, bro, I was
Yeah.
sick as fuck. Even the dog phased up. Like,
But I think what's the cool part is like, especially the last two organizations that we went to, FaZe and NRG, we were making a lot of content for Hassan and
Yeah.
me as well. And what'd you think of the TikToks?
The TikToks. Well, I haven't edited the FaZe one, but I think it was really good. I think when I edit it and put in when we do it, it's gonna look real cool. Trust me.
yeah, no, I think you were cooking, bro.
Yeah.
He's cooking. But we banged out what, like 4 or 5 at Energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for skit wise, yeah.
Yes.
And we did like one at FaZe because I didn't know. I don't know. It's hard coming up with ideas on the spot for FaZe.
Dude, that's when I realized I was a better content creator than Hassan, because like I can just think of shit on the spot, and this guy was like sitting there like,
See, the problem with me is that unfortunately, when it comes to content. Not unfortunately, but I like to be a perfectionist when it comes to content sometimes. So like,
Damn, that was him being a perfectionist.
No, I don't like to half-ass it. Like sometimes when I look at it, sometimes I'll have an idea that I think is really cool. I'll edit it and I'll look at it like, I don't like this watching it back. I'll just delete it, and then I won't even post it.
I see.
Right? Like so at that time I was like, okay, we need to have this angle right. I want to get the phase logo there so people know it's phase. Context is
Dude,
everything.
honestly, I feel bad that I didn't just step in because, like, remember at NRG, bro, I made him one take, like 2 of them, and they were just great.
Yeah.
Like one take, it was just great. Like you doing like this, like, dude, when I was watching you and Bob, like just repeatedly do this over and over again, I was like, holy
Yeah,
fuck.
but here's the thing: the basketball thing, you think it's great. I watched it back. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use those.
Yeah, but the issue with that is like you're watching it, you're watching that. You're not watching what it could be. You're watching what it is, and that's the issue. You understand what I'm saying?
figure it
Yeah.
out.
Like he's watching, like
Like he has
when
a template and everything. He can make it.
I'll
he
figure it
can
out.
make it into
I'll need the
literally
voiceover for
whatever,
later.
bro.
Yeah.
Like it could literally be like, you know, like it could be like you could use it for so many dark humor things, bro.
You're right.
Like, if you make this, then the market won't crash and people won't lose millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Boom, and then it's like 2008.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't even get that one.
No, I do get that.
Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be
Yeah.
used in so many different situations. But like, the issue with like being a content perfectionist is that all content is dog shit.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like, and I'm not saying that about you. I'm saying like all content is dog shit.
100%.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's only good to someone that likes it.
Yeah.
So like trying to perfect content, you're only making content. Like you're only perfecting content for yourself, but you're not the one. You're not your audience.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's like
It makes sense.
you're not making a movie.
No, I
Does
get.
that make
I get
sense?
what
You
I
know
get
what I'm
what you
saying?
mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah, like you are not your audience. But I'm not. This is in no way of me saying like only make stuff for your
Yeah,
audience.
but one
what
thing you also are feeling to understand is that I know my audience better than like anyone else. You know what I mean?
Don't say it better than me. I don't know your audience.
Yeah, you know my audience.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So like when I watch it back, I'm like, okay, I could make something, but even if I did, who knows if it'll do well?
Yeah, but the thing is like you're not just making content for your audience. You're making content in the hope,
yeah.
in the chase of growing your audience.
Yeah.
So like that's the thing. That's the beauty part about literally uploading anything and everything is that it will find its people
If it's good.
if it's good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if it's bad, dude.
Even if it's bad, yeah,
Nowadays,
sometimes, yeah,
dude,
nowadays, yeah.
nowadays it's like it's sad to say, but like in most short form cases, you are more often seeing dog shit content than very well made content.
You're
True.
seeing Subway Surfers content. Most
Subway
of the time.
Surfers.
Well, no, but the thing is, like, Subway Surfers is an attention grabber. So, like, Subway Surfers can be attached to good content.
Yeah.
But, like, what's actually delivered to you, it has a higher chance of just being dog shit or meaningless or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than you seeing something so well crafted and perfected.
But do you think the dog shit content that's like being widely spread is actually good in a way?
It depends what you mean by good because like
Good meaning like there's something about it where like people enjoy it. Like even though it's like
well, I mean, you can enjoy dog shit.
yeah.
Right, like meaningless,
so good.
mindless content.
That's
like that's
subjective.
just
It's very
shit. That's
subjective,
just
yeah.
memes. Like
Yeah.
I'd love to watch a meme and I laugh, giggle, or whatever, and then I
Yeah.
move on. Right? It was dog shit, but it was funny.
Yeah.
Right? But like the way I define like good content is like something that has like deeper meaning or like value to it. Like you know, I reference Joe Rogan a lot, but like Joe Rogan, Andrew Huberman, or like even Andrew Scholes. Like Andrew Scholes is comedy. It addresses so many issues in society, and it like a lot of like the dark and scary things of humans in society and things that we face nowadays. He makes it into this hilarious, digestible clip that you can watch and like you know you leave after you watch that piece of content, you leave with something.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean with something aside from that dopamine hit and that laugh and that good time. And that's how I like gauge good content, something I can walk away from that has value.
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
But like, again, all content is dog shit. Like dog shit can still be good. Dog shit can still be entertaining. Right. It's like watching SpongeBob. SpongeBob is dog shit. Like utterly,
Yeah.
it's horrible, but it's hilarious.
Legendary. Yeah.
Legendary. Exactly. Legendary dog shit. And like, when you think about it that way, it's like holy shit. There's a lot
Yeah.
of legendary dog shit.
Yeah.
But literally, like all content is dog shit.
And then I think day after is today.
The day after phase was today.
Yeah, today.
Yeah.
And
It was super chill.
Before we go
Okay.
today, we did go play Top Golf.
Oh yeah, we went to Top
oh
Golf.
yeah,
yesterday.
Top Golf
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
JHP and the other 100 Thieves guys and Ben. Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
cool.
So
Um,
had planned Top Golf. We didn't know that we were gonna get a bay. We thought it would take like
Wait, first
an
of
hour.
all, we walk in Top Golf.
Yeah.
And we just see Nadia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Shimmer didn't go interview her.
Yeah, Shimmer could have.
Should I have?
I told Shimmer, yo, Shimmer, we will
I
give you.
genuinely think you should have just gone up and been like, "Hey, I create content on a completely different side of the internet,
Yeah.
but I think it would be cool if I could have 5 minutes of your time to ask you a few questions."
So,
We told him we'd give you $100 if you go up to Nadia. I'd be like, can I get you an interview? And then first question, why do you cheat?
how do you cheat?
If he did that, I would have gone to an ATM, pulled out $100, and give it straight to him.
See, I did that a lot at TwitchCon, where I went to like big streamers
Yeah,
per se, and like I would get rejected multiple times.
right.
But I would just like go like, yo, can I ask like 2 questions, right? So then I stopped doing that. I'll just ask the question, get the reaction, and then dip.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So that was like, I was like, okay, she's like chilling. So I don't know if I should just like go.
No.
and
It's
ask the
like
question.
in seriousness, it's
Yeah.
good that you didn't disturb.
Yeah.
Like, I just
Yeah.
after like knowing people of that caliber and like being friends with people of that caliber, I
Yeah.
know that like just from my previous conversations with people like that, like definitely people. Obviously, I don't know her. I've never
Yeah,
spoken to her, so I don't know how she would have reacted. But I feel like generally people like when they're out with their friends, like just with their friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just don't want to disturb people like that.
Yeah.
Um,
And like JHB was also like playing with us and stuff like that. And I've watched like a few of his content, so it was cool like getting to know him and like talking with him as like a normal person, you know. So like, oh, that's dope.
yeah, he's a great guy, dude.
yeah.
Literally one of my favorite people.
Literally awesome. And then there was also Samson,
Yep.
who's a editor. He was
Dope as
like,
fuck.
I found out like we just saw his reel like after
I
we
don't
met him.
understand. Like, 100 Thieves had layoffs, cool. But like, I looked through Samson's stuff and I'm like, dude, how is this guy?
Yeah, like
How did he get laid off?
yeah.
I mean, he's doing better now, which
something
is great.
important to note is like these layoffs have nothing to do with the
With them,
people.
yeah.
It has nothing to do with the people or their skills or their duties or any shortcomings that they had on the job. These layoffs are 100% like financial. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's a completely like corporate thing. It's literally has nothing to do with the people. Like unfortunately,
Which
unfortunately,
sucks,
you
yeah.
know, a lot of my friends were laid off for both layoffs, and it's like it sucks.
Yeah.
But you know, it's cool. It's cool to know that they didn't do anything wrong,
Yeah.
and that it was 100% a not personal
Yeah.
business decision.
On the bright side, though, he's doing a lot better.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
every
doing
every
fantastic
single person that
now.
got laid off
Yeah.
is doing very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really interesting to see. And like at that Top Golf, it like some of them were having like 9 to 5 conversations, and I was talking to Ahad about this.
Oh yeah, in the car, yeah.
Yeah, but it was cool seeing like these 9 to 5 conversations, but it was over content, right?
Content, esports, gaming, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like I think I'm glad you brought that up because I feel like this will actually be a really good TikTok. Is like I think a lot of people don't realize that the whole like hate the 9 to 5 mindset is like I get it like motivationally, like oh yeah, don't submit, like don't do the 9 to 5. But it's like bro, like even in this industry where like we play video games all day, like majority of us that take it seriously, we treat it like a 9 to 5,
Yeah.
right? Like a lot of creators that take this 100% seriously and don't want to fade away after a year or two. They're waking up at a reasonable time, and I'm not talking about pro players. Pro players can wake up at 2 p.m., go scrim, and then go be pro. And like that's fine. I mean, obviously, like majority of the pro players that I know are very, very disciplined. They have schedules, but just saying, like, content creators specifically. Like, a lot of people wake up at a decent time. They have like their routines where it's like gym, this, that, hobby, this, friends, that, and then they have their set times where like videos and edit and they ideate, and like the ideation process it has its own time, and obviously like streaming and stuff too. Like the whole like 9 to 5 thing is a structure for
Yeah.
you to get work done, and like I think the 9 to 5 layout is really really good for people that want to take anything seriously, and especially like when it's your source of income, when it's your livelihood. But yeah, like I'm glad you brought that up because like aside from content creators, like people that work on the back end, behind the scenes, they work 9 to 5s, dude.
Yeah.
They wake up in the morning, they go to their esports org, or they hop on their computers, and they're working until the evening, and they clock out.
Yep.
Just like a regular 9 to 5. Just their work is entailed to gaming, esports, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And,
Cool to see too.
it's the same. It applies to people all over gaming, right? People that don't even like really play games, but like people over at Razer. You guys met Chris at Razer, right?
Yeah.
Works 9 to 5. What does he do? Works at Razer.
Yeah.
Right? Dope as fuck. Still 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Or like people that work at G Fuel, at Red Bull Gaming, at Logitech, right? Working gaming, still 9 to 5.
Right.
And then like I'll go back home or like at home, I'll hear these 9 to 5 conversations,
Mm-hmm.
but it's for like different types of fields, right? But
Yeah,
it's
you
all
hear
outside
like
of
the
creative.
general 9 to 5s.
General 9 to
Yeah.
5s. But I wanted to ask Hassan, like, what did you think of this trip? Like, what did you get out of it?
So actually, Ahad was asking me like what, like when we left the Korean barbecue, which one mission by the way.
One mission.
One mission.
One mission.
Context.
Under
Can't
God.
explain. Can't explain.
We can't explain the context?
We can't explain.
In 2 years,
Yeah.
when I'm on Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
then I'll drop the context.
Yeah.
But like the actual context, right?
The actual
not
real,
some vague ass
no,
context.
no. The actual context with the
Okay, okay.
everything.
Yeah,
The whole
okay.
context. Yeah, everything.
Yeah. So comment below one mission if you
One
one
mission.
mission.
Get it trending, baby.
but,
One mission.
As soon as we pull out the parking lot, he's like, "Was this trip worth it?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, it was." And then I was like, thinking, I thought this trip would have been worth it through the content we made and how much like if you'd have like a backlog of content, which but didn't get too much of a backlog of content. That's beside the point. What was worth it more was just the relationship and how our network has kind of expanded and seeing the knowledge I got from here.
Yeah.
Not just the content we did. And, my main focus, what I was scared about was that, I don't have enough content. I'm not gonna have enough plan to do all this. But dude, getting the content we did, seeing the places we saw, meeting the people we met, even the food that we ate, like all of that made it way worth it. Like it was a really cool experience.
And
Fun trip.
Ahad asked me like 2 days ago or 3 days ago or whatever. He's like, "Yo, did you get enough like content? Like, I just need to make sure like you guys have enough content. Like, I don't want you to like go to these places and not get content." And I was like, "Bro, like to be honest, like I feel like we can get content anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if we're not like collaborating with anybody, like we could just get content from anywhere.
Yeah.
So like these things, like going to these places, meeting these people, that's like something we can't do every day, right? And that's I think more important. And like you said, like just being inspired and like seeing these places and expanding our network. I mean, like this dude has freaking 1 million followers, right? But like he can get more of that, get more out of it just by like knowing more people,
Exactly.
like especially in the industry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, I feel like we can talk about that off camera, but there's a lot of different things that you can do to take advantage of having 1 million followers. I feel like there's a lot of stuff you don't do.
no, I'm not meaning to bag on.
I mean to bag on. it.
No, I think it's like I see these people and they have less than that, right?
Yeah.
But they're just like in the space, right?
And they're better off too.
Yeah, and they're better off. And it's like, yo, what? Like,
What am I doing wrong? What are we doing wrong?
I don't think we're doing anything wrong. It's just like, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys aren't doing anything wrong.
you don't think so?
No. Yeah, I think you guys are doing more than I am.
Why do you say that?
You guys actually constantly put out content. I don't.
I think that's because like that's all we know and that's all we
Yeah.
can do, right?
Especially
Like
being in Maryland and
we
Ohio.
literally can't
Yeah.
do anything else.
I don't agree with that statement. I think that you think you can't do anything else,
Yeah.
but that's because you're putting up that barrier yourself. You're
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
a barrier between you and the things you can do.
100%. Like for me, right? Like people would be like, "Yo, you got to talk to this person, talk to this person." I always went earlier, like not recently in the past like 2 years or 2-3 years, but before that, I was like, I need to make content until someone comes to me. Like I want my content to like get big enough so that people come to me, and
Right.
it's worked. Like,
Right.
It's not like it hasn't worked, right?
100%.
Like it's like do the work so you can show people
Exactly.
rather than like the reverse. that's kind of how I went it. But like now I feel like now's a time to like, you know, just expand because you've already like I've already, you know, made enough content and like showed that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know, I understand the thought process behind that, but like, not to continuously bring up Joe Rogan, but again, like, um, Joe Rogan's like one of the most watched podcasts ever,
Yeah.
right? His team still goes to other people, like Jamie and like whoever else works under
Yeah.
him. Like they still reach out to other people from Joe Rogan. So like, you know what I mean? Like
What,
it's
what do you mean like reach out?
like they go and get people for the podcast.
Oh, wow.
It's they don't always just because I'm sure they have billions of people like trying to get on the podcast, right?
Mhm.
Like I've seen other comedians talk about like, oh, I only want to go on Joe Rogan like if I have something to promote, and I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you're like friends with them. Like I was, you know what I mean? Whatever. But you know, it's like I'm trying to just give you an analogy. Like that's the biggest podcast in the world, and they are still trying to approach people. So like, you know, I get what you're saying, but like you should always
Yeah.
always be the one going. Cause like, dude, yeah, you made a lot of content right and you're saying it worked. But like imagine like you're still constantly going out to people
Yeah.
and then they're like, holy shit, it's Shimmer, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But like it's someone like 10 times bigger than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like totally agree. And I think that's why like um creating like more collaborative like pieces of content I think makes it easier.
Yeah, 100%.
And like
I think what you do is dope. Like I wish I could do what you do.
like what? You can do it.
No, I know I can. I think I should say I wish I would do what you do. But like again, you know, I'm still working on getting my content out there. But I mean, you know, you guys know what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks, so
Yeah,
it'll be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited. I think like at first it was kind of like nerve wracking.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you know, like everybody gets like on their own nerves like when they're like starting to do something new.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's nothing new about this, and I'm doing it with people I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've known this guy for like years, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna go do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I've been doing that a lot over the past years, just like just doing it. But
Yeah.
now I have to just do it, but like in a content sense.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah.
it's cool, especially seeing like how you're doing things too.
Mhm.
It's like I get inspiration from that. It's like, oh shit, I need to be like scaling like that as well.
Yeah.
Like and both of us, I think we looked at it and we're like, that's smart, you know.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like the way you have a content manager, you got editors, like, you know,
Mm.
that structure is
Becoming self-sufficient eventually.
yeah. Because like
Yeah.
when we talked with your content manager, like when we told him, oh, we edit our stuff, he was
Yeah,
like,
he was like, "What the hell? How?"
he's like, bro, how?
Yeah,
Like,
how you
don't
gonna
like.
do it?
He's like, if you want to be more consistent, you know, and stuff like that. And he was right. Like I was picking his brain and stuff like that. So that was really dope. But in terms of this trip, did you think, like, were you happy with what you gave us? I guess.
What do you mean? I'm happy to do whatever you guys wanted.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy to share these experiences and stuff.
No, because like earlier, like a few days back, you were like, yo, like, I want to give you guys enough.
Something I told me, he's like, "Dude, I didn't do shit for you. This is just my day. This is the day of my life. Like I'm just doing what I'm doing on a regular day. I'm just bringing you guys along."
Wait, don't say it like that. It's just not like I'm flexing. I just felt like it literally like this week was literally like I was just doing shit that I regularly do.
Yeah.
But I just brought you guys along.
Yeah.
Like it genuinely like this is what I do. Like obviously like
Yeah.
I don't go to 100 T's NRG face like every day, right? But like whenever I want to pull up to these places, I can.
Yeah.
And I do. Like
Yeah.
whatever it is. And like, you know, all these companies, they have events and I go to the events and, you know, my friends will invite me to other things that are creator oriented or just, you know, have other creators present and stuff like that. And, you know, this literally is like just what I do. It's just how it is out here. And it kind of links back to that one conversation we had in Discord where it was like, I forgot who said it, was like, why don't you move to Texas? I'm like, why the fuck would I leave here? Like, you know, why the fuck would I leave this?
Yeah.
Especially like I live at home, free rent,
Yeah.
laundry, food, my family, love my
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
right? There's nothing that I can do in Texas that I can't do at home,
Yeah.
but there's way too many things that I cannot do in Texas that I can do in California.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well,
So
one thing this trip has done for us is that we have a lot more to do in California now.
yeah,
So like
we
we
met
have
a
to
lot
be
more
yeah
people.
like
Yeah.
now we'll probably be back a lot more often.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like we have people that we know now and shit. We have to probably we'll get invited to who knows.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. There's
But
events out here. We have to be
overall successful trip.
100%. 100%.
I'm just glad to hear that. I mean, the whole time I was just worried, like, damn, I actually convinced him to come out here, but we didn't like go do what we talked about doing, like, making like videos in Santa Monica or whatever.
It's about
Like,
that, man.
I just, well, I mean, I care about that because like
Yeah.
I wanted you guys to have like a sufficient amount of content made, and I felt bad every day when I went home. I was like, dude, like we did all this cool stuff, like we just didn't make any content. And I just felt bad. I was like, should have done more. Maybe I should have like woken up earlier. Like we could have done other stuff. I don't know. I just felt bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what I was saying. It's like we can always make content.
Yeah, we can always make
Like we can
content.
always make content, right? Like that's
I was just trying to take advantage of the content, making content with all three of us, and I think I made like I did what we could.
yeah.
And plus, like the facilities that we were at, well, we only get so much time to borrow those facilities, right?
Yeah.
Like if we were at NRG every single day, for example, we could have cooked so much crazy
Yeah.
content with all the props they had. And
But I think there was
everything.
still a lot we needed to see.
Yeah.
Like in the stuff that you were showing us. Like I think we needed to see that. Like at least for this first trip. I think like next time we come, we know what those are like, so we
Yeah.
can just be like, all right, we just do this, we just do this, we just do this. So I think it was just like a preface to what happens like if we come here more often. But I definitely will. I feel like it's a very productive place.
Yeah.
It's what like we see people that are doing things that we want to do, and we don't see that anymore.
Yeah.
Any closing remarks?
One mission.
One mission.
One mission under God.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to watch any of the bonus episodes or watch early, patreon.com/ShimmerWally. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.
You have a Patreon?